my name's Liz, I'm the baker that sews. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you are a subscriber. As always, it's really lovely to have you here as I share my sewing journey. So welcome back to my channel. I have had a little bit of a break and this is not going to be a very long video. I wanted to try and squeeze in some time to film a little video before the Christmas break. Just to say thank you for all the support this year, and thank you for all the messages that I've had over the last couple of weeks checking in. I really do appreciate it. I've enjoyed having a couple of weeks off and I have been doing various things. So I thought I'd do a little sort of Christmas catch up. I've got a couple of things to share with you today, and then I'll be taking another break until the new year, and then I'll be back running my usual Sunday sewing catch up vlogs and my usual schedule. So before I start, I'll let you know what I'm wearing. And I'm wearing a relatively new make. It is in this gorgeous Christmas cotton fabric that I got from Fleur et Hers. And it's got Christmas houses all over it. There's Santa in the sky, Father Christmas in his sleigh. I can't actually see where it is now, but all these Christmas houses, and it's just a really fun fabric, and it's in this gorgeous deep green colour, which is one of my favourite colours. I've sewn up the Dear and Doe Myosotis dress, which is one of my favourite dress patterns, just on short sleeves, and it's just got a gathered skirt on, and it has got pockets, and then this one stops just above my knee, so I have got it on with tights today. We're off to the panto. It's our Christmas Eve tradition, so we're off to watch Cinderella, which I'm really excited about. So I've popped this on for the pantomime. So that's what I'm wearing. I've got a couple of things I wanted to share with you today, and then I've got a couple of plans that I'm hoping to get, well, I will definitely get some sewing time in a little bit later because I have to get these finished ready for tomorrow. The first thing I wanted to share with you is something that I'm really pleased I've actually finally started learning to do. It's something I talked about learning to do about a year ago. And I asked over on Instagram for some advice and top tips and things. I bought a book and some knitting needles and some wool, and then I just didn't touch it for the whole year. And then I was talking to a friend who also wanted to learn to knit, and then we decided to have a sort of afternoon where we watched tutorials on YouTube and we had a go at trying to teach ourselves to knit. And I wanted to show you what I've got up to so far, because all I'm doing at the moment is just practicing the basics. So I've been practicing casting on, then knit stitch and how to purl, and how to cast off. And I've got what I originally started working on with some really chunky wool that I got from Abercorn Fabrics, and I just keep going back to it every day and just practicing, just knitting a couple of rows just to make sure that those skills are really being embedded into my long-term memory. So I wanted to show you, it is very messy, there's lots of drop stitches. It started off quite narrow, and then I don't even understand how, but I've ended up adding stitches in. So I'm still very much figuring it all out, but I'm really enjoying it, and I've been trying to do at least half an hour of knitting practice every day. So this is what I've managed so far. You can see it started off really narrow, and then I've ended up with way more stitches on the top. I don't really understand how, and you can see like there's holes, and not too many holes actually, that's the most obvious hole, but there are some more holes where I've drop stitches. I mean, I sound like I know what I'm talking about. I still don't have a clue. This wool's gorgeous. I love all those different colours, and I'm just going to keep going. I've got a couple of balls of this wool, and I'm just going to keep on going until I really feel like I have embedded those skills, and then I'm going to try and follow a pattern. And I've had a couple of patterns suggested to me. I'm using bamboo needles, and I'm using 10mm needles and super chunky wool because that was advised for starting, because you can really see what you're doing. But I'm really pleased. I've found it really mindful and relaxing, and I've really enjoyed just sitting in front of the telly. We've been watching lots of Christmas films over the last couple of weeks, and I've really enjoyed doing that, and I think it's been really motivating having someone else learn to do it at the same time. So we're going to have a couple more, well, we'll keep on going with our knitting journey, but we're going to just keep meeting each week to try and master a different aspect of knitting. But I just wanted to let you know how I'm getting on with that, and I'll keep sharing little snippets of how I'm getting on. So I had some fabric that arrived from Fabric Godmother that I had plans to turn into a couple of different things. So the first fabric was like this bronzy metallic type jersey fabric, and I wasn't sure what to turn that into. I didn't know if I wanted that to be a dress that went underneath a tulle dress. In the end, lots of people suggested the Nico dress pattern. Is that a True Buyers pattern? I can't remember who, what pattern company that pattern's from, so apologies. I'll put some information in now. And I ended up going with the Nico dress for that. I had some tulle fabric that I wanted to turn into the New Craft House everyday dress, which I've done. And then I had some gorgeous velvet, embroidered velvet fabric that I wanted to turn into the Deer and Doe Orage dress. And I have done that as well. So I'm going to show you all three. Two of them are Christmas Day dresses. Actually, all three are Christmas Day dresses. So we will spend Christmas at home this year, and that's what we tend to do because it really suits our family. Ruby, as I've talked about lots and lots, is autistic, so routine's really important. So we spend Christmas at home, and then we go and visit my family who live in Manchester, so we'll usually go a few days later. My mum's a nurse, so she is working over Christmas, so she has moved her Christmas day anyway, and that's what tends to happen because my mum usually gets the option of either working Christmas Day or New Year's Eve, and she doesn't mind which one she does, but all of us are older, so she doesn't mind working Christmas Day so that other people that have got younger children can work New Year's instead of Christmas. They get to spend Christmas at home. So I've got one dress that I'm going to wear at home, and then I've got another dress that I wanted to wear to my Christmas work do, but I just didn't get it finished in time, so I'm going to wear that when I go and spend Christmas with my family. And then the other dress, Ruby has decided she wants to wear it, which is great. I'm really pleased that I've made something that she wants to wear, and it's something that I'll also be able to wear, you know, at various points as well. And what I really like about all of the dresses that I've made is they're not just Christmas dresses, so it's not Christmas fabric like the dress that I'm wearing. They're like party sort of fabrics. So let me start with the tulle fabric dress because that's on top. And here it is. It's turned out exactly how I wanted it to. So I used the New Craft House everyday dress pattern, and they've got this gorgeous voluminous sleeve, which is exactly what I wanted. And then it's just got a bodice. What I did do was, you're supposed to finish the neckline with bias binding, and then I just kept the bias binding going because you have this little like keyhole opening. It's going to be really tricky to show you, but there's like a keyhole opening. You can see my hand there. And then I think you're supposed to finish it with a button, but I just extended the bias binding using the tool so that I could create a little ribbon, which I really love. And then it's just got the tiers on it. It's tricky to show you because of the fabric, but you've got the first tier and then you've got the gathered lower tier. And the first tier is 2 pattern pieces, and then the bottom tier is 4 pattern pieces, and then you just really gather them. Because it's tulle fabric, I haven't hemmed the bottom, I've just left it raw. And I also tried lots of different methods of finishing the seams for this dress. So I first of all tried French seams, but actually they ended up just looking far too bulky. So in the end, I haven't finished the seams at all. I've just left them as open seams. And actually, it's meant that they're not too bulky as a seam. And that just turned out to be the most effective way of finishing them. So you can see like there's a seam there, but it's not really obvious, and it's not made them super bulky either. And then you're probably not going to be able to see, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this off the hanger, but I was unsure of what to put underneath the dress because it's obviously tulle. I need to wear something underneath, and I had talked about using the bronze fabric that I got from New Craft House to do like a dress that would go underneath, almost like a bodycon dress. What I ended up doing in the end was I just bought a dress, and it's just a really fitted black dress with long sleeves, and then this goes to my knees. I just ended up buying it in the end because I didn't have any black cotton, and I wasn't really feeling inspired to sew just a plain black dress, I'll be perfectly honest. So I have got a ready to wear dress to go underneath, and then now I'm not going to be able to find the top of my dress because I've just taken it off the hanger. It's going to be really tricky to show you, and I think it's inside out now. And then I've just got this as like an overlay to go over the top of the dress, and I'm really pleased with how it's finished. I'm really pleased with the final look. It's exactly what I wanted and imagined, with that gorgeous voluminous sleeve, and then I've just gathered it into black elastic on the end of the sleeve, and then I'm really pleased with that finish on the back as well. You can just see that bow. So that's going to be my Christmas Day dress when we celebrate in Manchester. And then the next dress is what I'm going to wear at home when I probably won't wear it when I'm cooking the lunch, I'll probably get changed into it just before we eat lunch. And it is using the pattern by Deer and Doe, which is the Orage dress. And I've gone for this dress pattern. You can also sew it up as a top. You can also sew it up as a skirt. This is such a great, easy pattern. It came together so quickly. And I would imagine if you sew up the skirt, it would come together even quicker. I did have to recut the entire bodice actually, because you construct this part and then this part and attach them, and then you attach it to the back and add the sort of neckband there. And I accidentally sort of caught this. I think it was the front bodice that I accidentally caught on my overlocker, and it was a massive hole. Luckily I had enough of this fabric so that I could recut the entire bodice. That slowed me down ever so slightly, so if I hadn't have had that mishap with the overlocker, then it would have come together much quicker. But I'm so pleased with this dress. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and this fabric just absolutely makes the dress. Now it's going to be really tricky, whoops, to show you like that opening section because of the weight of the fabric. It does drag down, but when it's on my body it doesn't drag down at all. This fabric is just absolutely stunning. So it's a black velvet, stretch velvet fabric with these beautiful embroidered flowers all over it. I just think it's absolutely stunning. It's such a beautiful fabric, and that's from Fabric Godmother. All of these fabrics are from Fabric Godmother. So if they've got any of this fabric left in stock, I will link it down below for you. But I'm so thrilled with this dress. It's totally different to anything I've sewn before, but I'm really pleased with how it's finished. So you've got that sort of mock turtleneck collar, and then you've got this panel that goes here, and then you've got this little opening, and then you've got another, like the bodice panel there. I will put pictures in and videos of me wearing this because it's going to be impossible to show you what it looks like. And then there's long sleeves, which I think is perfect for a winter dress. And then it's got this really gorgeous skirt that is lower at the front and the back, and it goes up at the sides. And it makes just the most beautiful shape. Can you see how that shimmers in the light? It's just absolutely gorgeous. And I really, really enjoyed sewing this up. And I've definitely got more of this style of dress sort of planned. And I can't wait to wear this. I feel really lovely in this dress. It's really comfortable because it's a stretch fabric as well. And that velvet isn't too heavy, so I don't think I'll be too hot either. So I'm really pleased with that one. And then the final dress, I have to say thank you to everybody that got in touch with me and recommended the Nico dress for this gorgeous fabric. You see that beautiful shimmer. So again, this was from Fabric Godmother, and I'd bought this thinking that I was gonna turn it into a dress to go underneath the tulle fabric, but actually I ended up just buying a black dress, and I'm happy that I bought just a black plain dress to go underneath. So I've gone for the Nico dress that's got the long sleeves, and then this is like full length, and then you've got the side slits there and the side slits there. Again, this was a really, really straightforward dress to sew up. And then when it was finished, Ruby tried it on and she's decided she wants to wear this for Christmas Day, which I'm more than happy for her to wear it for Christmas Day. She really loves the fabric, and she also really loved the fit of the dress as well. It's a dress that I'll probably get some wear out of too. But yeah, I'm really pleased. It's a really straightforward pattern, so thank you to everybody that recommended the Nico pattern. And you can also turn it into a sleeveless dress. You can also turn it into a top, so it's a really versatile pattern as well. So I'm really pleased with that one, and I'll put pictures in of me wearing that one as well, just so you can see what it looks like. So then today I have got plans. We're going to see the panto, and then I've got plans to sew up 2 gifts. So I'm in the process of, it's all cut out and I've started sewing them together, but I'm sewing up the Sam apron, which is a pattern by New Craft House. I'm in the process of sewing up the Sam apron by Helen's Closet, and I'm going to be sewing up this version. That's what it looks like at the front, and I'm going to be sewing up view B, so not the crossover version, this version, and this is going to be for my father-in-law. And I am just sewing it up in some denim, so it's quite a thick denim, quite hard wearing denim, and I am going to put on all the pockets for him as well. So the pocket here on the bib, and then this pocket that goes across sort of the tummy area, and then you've got sort of 3 sections in that pocket as well. He is a retired carpenter, but he absolutely loves, I've got a couple of things to show you actually. He has got a wood turner, I think it's called, and he loves just any kind of wood that he gets given or he finds, he'll turn it into things. So he's turned some wood into a pair of goblets. which are just absolutely beautifully made. And then he's also he makes bowls. He's made this gorgeous like storage jar that we've got on our bookshelf at home. We pop our keys and things in. But it's so amazing. Any piece of wood that he can just turn into lots of different things. Like he's made rolling pins. He's made a cake stand. Just, they're beautiful, absolutely beautiful, the things that he's made. So I'm sewing up an apron that he can wear in his workshop when he's crafting and just, you know, turning wood and creating all these amazing things. And on the front of the apron, I'm going to put something. I haven't quite decided what to put on the front of his apron. It's going to be a gift from all of us. So I might put something like, I don't know, Granddad's workshop, or I don't know. I need to think about what I'm going to put on the apron. I've got a cricut maker, so I can cut out something to just put on the front of the apron. And then the other thing that I'm sewing up is a cardigan, and I'm using the Pattern Emporium Grab a Cup of Cardi, and I'm going to be sewing up the long version, and this is going to be for my mother-in-law. This is a really straightforward pattern, so I know I'll be able to get this sewn up really quickly. And I'm using just this cotton jersey. She wants just a really lightweight cardigan. So that's what I'm sewing up at the moment, and I should be able to get both of them finished in time for tomorrow. So I'm really looking forward to having a little bit of time a little bit later. I'll pop on some Christmas music and sew a couple of things up. So in the new year, I will share with you those gifts, and hopefully I'll be able to get a photo of them both wearing them. So that was a very quick sort of Christmassy catch up. I just wanted to pop on really to have the opportunity to say thank you for all of your support and all of your kind messages and just checking in with me. I really, really do appreciate it. I do really enjoy vlogging, and I find it a really lovely process and part of my sewing hobby. And I'm looking forward to doing more vlogging in the new year. I have really enjoyed taking a break. We've had a lot of stuff going on family-wise, and I think that's stuff that's going to go into the new year. I will touch on it a little bit more in the new year, but I just wanted to say thank you for all of your support. I really appreciate you coming back, watching my videos time and time again. I really do appreciate it. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, it'd be really great if you could hit that subscribe button, and then you'll get notified of when I bring out my next video, which will be in 2023, which I'm very excited about. And I'll be back soon with one of my Sunday sewing catch-ups. I'm also going to be talking about how I got on with my Make 9 and what my Make 9 will look like for 2023. Thank you as always for watching. Take care, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.